to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like force evaluation prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness.
Good morning, everyone. It is just now that I realize how red I am, but alas, it is too late. We got to start the show. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I am your host, Coach Saul. Please make sure that you have water nearby, have space to work out in, and if there's any movements that do not agree with you and your body, let me know in the comments so I can give you alternatives for those movements. Today, you're going to need a set of dumbbells or kettlebells, or even if you just have one weight, that'll totally work for today. Okay? You will need something to hold on to, though. The body weight versions that I would give you would be very repetitive. So if you can, even if it's a couple cans of soup or something like that, grab something that you'll be able to hold for your front squats and then for your burpee variations. Okay? Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio Les Facs en Forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ces mouvements-là. Aujourd'hui, en tant qu'équipement, vous aurez besoin d'un set de dumbbells ou de haltères. Alors, ça peut être des dumbbells, ça peut être des kettlebells, ça peut être un sac de sable, ou même si vous n'avez pas les équipements traditionnels ou les haltères traditionnels, veuillez juste aller prendre quelque chose que vous pouvez tenir pour les mouvements, les variations de burpee qu'on va faire aujourd'hui, parce que sinon, ça va être assez répétitif comme entraînement. Ok, avant de commencer, veuillez lire l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran en ce moment. Before beginning, please read the disclaimer that is on the screen right now, and it's also available in the description section of the video on YouTube and Facebook. Finalement, Wordly est dans le chat. Il y a un lien pour Wordly. Wordly, c'est pour les sous-titres où vous pouvez me muter et me faire parler n'importe quelle langue que vous voulez. Mais remarquez que ce contenu est traduit à l'aide de IA et ça peut ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. Okay, so please note that there is a link towards Wordly in the chat, but it's all translated by AI and may not capture all the nuances of the original language. And boom, it is time to start warming up. So the warm-up today, we're going to go through warm-up. We're going to do a little bit of mobility, make sure we're all good to go. And then we're going to do some movement prep because I have 3 movements that perhaps you may not be familiar with. But we're going to start off with 3 sets of 10. We're going to start off Samson lunges. Okay, this one's for you, Lieutenant Colonel. Hands together, and we're going to step forward or backwards and reach up and really step out as long as you can. Really try and stretch out that back leg, that back hip flexors. Okay, we're going to do this 10 times. You don't have to go at my pace. You can go faster or slower if you want. And the other thing you can do is rotate over that front knee. Rotate over that front knee if you wish. Yeah, you can do 5 with the hands up, 5 with the rotation. It's up to you. I believe this is my last lunge. Boom. Take your time, though, if you're not finished. Now we're going to be doing inchworms. So we're going to reach for the floor, deep breath. Reach for the floor, walk it out into a plank, and then walk back in from that plank. And you can stand or not. You can just walk right back out. Okay, make sure you try and keep your legs straight because I want you to not only warm up the shoulders, but I want you to stretch out your hamstrings at the same time. Okay, stretch out those hamstrings. We're doing 10. Make sure you take your time. Make sure you push your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are active. I don't want anybody kind of like pushing your chest through the floor like this. Arms straight, push away from the floor with your arms. Okay, we don't want all the blood to rush into the head, so make sure that you stand up every once in a while. There we go. That's it. All right, and whenever you're done those, I would say 8 to 10 inchworms. Then we're going to be doing plank shoulder taps. So you can stay sprawled out in that plank position. Okay, and we're going to do shoulder taps, 10 total per side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. You can be down on your knees like this. 5. Wide feet, close hands. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right, so that's round 1. Let's get back to those Samson lunges 10 times. Reach high or rotate. Okay, it's totally up to you. Just going to alternate between the two of them. 6, 6, 7, 7. Whew. All right. Once you're done those Samson lunges, back to inchworms. And I'm going to say we're going to do 5 of these because 8 to 10 seems to be a lot. Okay? I see I may have a comment there. I'm going to go right after this round. So we go out to the plank position, making sure we have active shoulders the whole time. I don't want you bending your elbows and kind of letting your chest pop through. Push into straight arms right into the floor. Okay, you can go from a kneeling position as well. Okay, just check the comments. It was actually the disclaimer just being posted there, so no worries. Okay, but yes, make sure that you've got active shoulders. You can go from a kneeling position if you want, just to kind of save yourself a little bit of load on the shoulders, but it's totally up to you. All right. Once you're done that, then we're going to go to plank shoulder taps. So you can stay into your 5th one if you wish, and 10 times tapping those shoulders. Let's go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze your bump. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. All right, last round of that. Make sure that if you're feeling tight or if you feel like you need more or less of something, make sure you do that now in this 3rd round. Okay, starting with Samson lunges. We are going to be pushing the arms overhead. So for example, if this position here seems a bit tight, try and maybe spend a bit more time in there and really try and get your ears beside your biceps. Samson lunges. All right, once you're done with those lunges, you know what to do. Back to the inchworm. Like I said, straight arms and straight legs to target those hamstrings. Out into a plank and back in and stand maybe if you want. Let the blood drain out and then come on back down for another inchworm. Nice job. Once you're done your 5 inchworms, then we're going to get into shoulder plank, shoulder taps. And let's go. 1, All right. And done the warm-up. We're now going to get into some deep squat rotations. So while I explain the workout, we're going to get down into the bottommost squat we can do. If you have trouble getting below parallel in your squat, I would recommend maybe sitting in a chair, spreading your knees apart, and then rotating this way. But if not, you're going to get down into the bottom of your squat. On va aller jusqu'aux profondeurs de notre squat. On va mettre un coude à l'intérieur du genou. On met la main au sol et on fait la rotation vers le haut. Et ensuite, on change de bras et de genoux comme ça. Ok, alors on fait la rotation. On peut aussi juste mettre les mains en prière et juste basculer de un côté à l'autre. Okay, so the workout today is going to be 3 sets. Okay, 3 sets. So you're going to have a 6-minute period to complete all the movements on the screen. So you're going to be doing 15 burpees, 10 front squats, 10 devil's press, 10 front squats, 5 people makers, 10 front squats. Then you rest after you're done all that work until the 6-minute mark, at which time I should say, we're going to restart those exact same moves again, and you'll have another 6 minutes, and then you'll do that a 3rd time. Okay? So burpees, chest and thighs to the floor. Okay? You can step back, jump back, whatever you want. Okay? You can step up, jump up. I personally like to, when I'm doing my burpees, come up to my knees first. That way the push-up isn't as much effort. And then from there, jump up or step up. Feet leave the floor, hands clap overhead. Okay? So 15 burpees. You can do whatever variation of burpee if you want. If you want to bring your chest down to like a higher up ledge, like a plyo box, for example, because you have trouble pushing up from the floor, that's totally fine. Okay? From there, 10 front squats. So you're going to hold a weight in front, a weight or 2 weights, okay, in a goblet position, for example, and you're going to squat below parallel 10 times. Make sure your knees, hips, and your knees and hips get locked out at the top. Okay, so below parallel and then stand up at the top. If maybe you have reduced range of motion or something like that, then you can do air squats, and you can go to a chair and then press from there. Okay, maybe to take the tension off of your knees a little bit. Okay. 3rd movement. By the way, if you're good in terms of squat rotations, stand up, shake out the legs a little bit. Then I want you to get into a pigeon stretch. And while you're doing the pigeon stretch, your knee is in front. Try and inch your foot forward as much as possible. Okay? And then switch as often as you want. Do some body waves. Make sure that your glutes are nice and ready for this workout. All right. Devil's press can be done with 1 or 2 weights. I'll demonstrate with 1 first. Okay? Chest and thighs go to the floor just like a burpee. This time, though, when you get up, or you can step up, then you're going to bring the weight close to you. Swing back almost like a kettlebell swing. You're going to keep your back straight, of course. Pop the hips and bring that weight up overhead. Okay, we are going to practice this move together, but what I want you to focus on is keeping a tight core and keeping the dumbbell as close to you as possible. So yes, there's a slight swing as you pop the hips, but then I want you to think of the dumbbell as the zipper on your jacket. So you're going to keep the zipper nice and close to you. You're doing up the zipper on your jacket, and then you're punching overhead. Okay, because doing this, swinging with the straight arm, see how it's pulling me backwards? I'm going to hyperextend my back. I'm going to injure my shoulder. I want you to think of putting the pressure upwards on this devil's press. All right? If you're doing 2 dumbbells, it's the exact same thing, but you're bringing it back between the legs with both arms, keeping the dumbbell close to us as we pop the hips, and then pressing the dumbbells out overhead. Once your knees, hips, and arms are straight, that's 1 rep. Okay? If you do not have any weight, then you're simply going to get down to the floor, get up, hands behind, and jumping good morning. That's going to be your body weight alternative. Okay? Kind of like a burpee good morning, but yes, that's exactly what it is. Then you're going to do 10 more front squats. Just remember, between each of the movements, you're going to have 10 front squats to do. So another front squat. Okay? Then the last movement, people makers. Here's the body weight version. Okay, you're going to go knee, knee, shoulder, shoulder, jump in. Oh, sorry, I forgot to move. Start that again. Knee, knee, shoulder, shoulder, push up, and then from there, jump in, squat, jump, just like that. Okay? Here's the version with 1 or 2 dumbbells, doesn't matter. Okay? You're gonna go knee, knee, row, row, push up, bring the weights to the shoulders, I'm in my squat, and press. So make sure it's a weight that you're gonna be able to do that 5 times. Okay? Then you're gonna finish off with 10 front squats. All right? So 15, 10, 10, 10, 5, 10. I'll be reminding you, it's also up on the screen there. We're going to do 15 burpees, 10 front squats, 10 devil's press, 10 front squats, and 5 people makers, 10 front squats. All right? We're going to be doing this 3 times. Make sure you've tested out. Maybe you have different weights. Make sure you've tested out which weight you're using for what. Maybe for the devil's press, you're using 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells, and then you're doing the opposite for people makers. Make sure you know which burpee variation you're doing. Make sure you got enough room to move. Are we ready on Zoom? Let's see the thumbs up. Yeah. Good. All right, we're ready on Zoom. I cannot tell unless you comment if you're ready on Facebook and Instagram. But I think we're ready to rock. All right, starting in 10 seconds, everyone. You're going to have 6 minutes to complete all of those movements. Ok, on commence avec 15 burpees. 3, 2, 1, c'est parti. 15 fois burpees. Après les 15 burpees, t'as 10 front squats. N'oubliez pas de taper les mains en haut. Vous n'êtes pas obligé de sauter même, mais tapez les mains au-dessus de la tête. Ok, comme j'ai dit, 10 front squat. Après ça, 10 devil's press. Ok, on se couche au sol, on se lève, squeeze your core, press au-dessus de la tête. Keep the dumbbells close to you. Shrug your shoulders, pull. Wide feet when you stand up. Les pieds écartés. 10. Okay, 10 front squats. Et 5 people makers. Quand vous avez fini avec ça. Knee, knee, row, row, push up, hand thruster. 1. Knee, knee, row, row, push up. knee, row, row, push up, bam, knee, row, row, push up. Okay, we're over halfway through this 6-minute period. Bam. Et 10 front squats pour terminer. Alors, on veut au moins 1 minute de repos avant de recommencer. Okay? Alors, si vous êtes proche de terminer, good job. Sinon, je vais vous arrêter, peu importe où est-ce que vous êtes rendu, à la marque d'1 minute. Ok? Bravo tout le monde. Continuez comme ça. Oh. Il vous reste 20 secondes à compléter vos reps. Et après ça, on va reposer pendant 1 minute. Si vous êtes déjà au repos, good job. Et on va effectuer les mouvements exactement de la même façon dans la prochaine round. 3, 2, 1, rest everyone. If you're not resting already, all my Zoomies, you guys all finished before that time. Good job. Well done. One thing to note, especially on those devil's press, do not get up, round that back, and just do whatever you can to kind of do a Jefferson curl. Keeping that back straight, even if it means you have to pull the weights up and then get a little swing going, then do that. But squeeze your core, keep your back straight. We have 30 seconds of rest left, and then we're going to get back into that. So 15 burpees, 10 front squats, 10 devil's press, 10 front squats, 5 people makers, 10 front squats. Okay, it's not supposed to be easy, but it's supposed to be manageable. So for example, if you had a tough time completing that in the 5 minutes with 1 minute rest, then we have 10 seconds, by the way, then make sure that you adjust your weight, for example, the weights that you're using to suit better your style. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We have 6 minutes to get all this done. We got this. Wide feet means less distance to travel. Bam. Whew. 10 front squats, 10 front squats after your burpees. And yes, keep your back straight on the front squats as well. Okay, proud chest as you do those squats. All right, 10 devil's press. Keeping that back straight. Wide feet on the devil's press. Less distance to travel. Jump up or step up. 10 front squats once you're done your devil's press. Then you've got 5 people makers. Make sure those hands stay under your shoulders for those people makers. And in the plank, the wider your feet, the easier it'll be to row. Use the power from your legs to do that thruster at the end. The power from your legs should be propulsing that weight upwards. Whew. 10 front squats once you're all done those. Okay. Whew. 10 front squats. Then you're done. Okay, we've got under 2 minutes now, so you've got 45 seconds to finish up before I cut you off. Okay? Not that it's a bad thing. It just may mean that you need to reduce the weight, maybe switch to a kneeling push-up on the people makers. For example, maybe use 1 dumbbell instead of 2, especially in these later rounds. As we're getting into these later rounds, 15 seconds to finish up, it gets more difficult under fatigue, right? So make sure that you're making adjustments accordingly. If you do your first set of front squats and we're like, wow, that took me way too long or it's too heavy, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, take a rest. We have a minute before we start the next interval. Okay, so if you do your first set of front squats, maybe with 2 dumbbells, then you're going to say, oh, that was really tough. I'm going to use 1 dumbbell so that I'll be able to keep this pace. Okay, because the stimulus of this workout is to keep that heart rate up and move some weight. So there's no sense in using a heavy weight that you're going to have to wait like 30 seconds before you grab it for the next set, right? 30 seconds of rest left. Okay, il nous reste 30 secondes de repos. Bravo tout le monde, je suis fier de vous jusqu'à date. On va continuer de se pousser. 15 secondes. 15 secondes et on recommence. 15 burpees, 10 front squats, 10 devil's press, 10 front squats, 5 complexes en planche, 10 front squats. 3, 2, 1, c'est parti. 15 burpees. Okay. Après les 15 burpees, on va faire 10 front squats. Devil's press pour 10. Et après ça, 10 front squats. Keep the dumbbells close to you, especially in these later rounds. The 2 minutes gone, just like that. Front squats. Push those knees out, especially as we get tired. Whew. 5 people makers. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your abs. Keep your back straight. Halfway through. Last 10. Et continuez comme ça. Good job. Oh. Keep moving, people. Okay, this time I'm not going to cut you off if you go longer than 5 minutes because it's the last round. Okay? But if you were wanting to try and get it done within the 5 minutes, so you could have a technical 1 minute of rest, you have 33 seconds to do so. Okay? I believe in you. Everybody on Zoom is moving really well. I know that everyone at home is moving well on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Oh. And you know why I know? Is because I like to think that I explain things very well. That's why. All right, less than 10 seconds to finish up. If your goal was to finish under 5 minutes, 3, 2, 1. You still have a minute left. So I'm still going to give you that minute. So finish up your last 10 front squats or finish up your people makers and then get up and squat your little heart out. 50 seconds to complete this here. Nice job, everyone. Woo! My zoomies are all done. Love it. Good job, guys. That was a brutal one. Whew! It was actually much tougher than I thought it was going to be. So I thought, oh yeah, you know what? We may be able to just go at like a moderate pace, but no. If you went at a moderate pace, there's no way you'd have any rest, right? So good job for picking the right weight and doing it properly. Okay, we're going to stretch in 15 seconds, everyone. Woo! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Nice job. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Little pat on the back. Nice job. A little high five. 1, 2, 3, High five. Nice job. All right. I'm going to move my mat over here. Can you still see if I go here? Yeah, you can see me even better. Ugh. Okay. So I want everyone to lay down on your back. Woo-wee. Lay down on your back. You know what I'm going to do? My feet are getting hot. All those squats. I'm going to kick off my shoes. Join me if you wish. All right. So what I want everyone to do, bring your feet close to your bum. Bring one foot on top of the opposite knee. Okay? So you're in a figure 4 stretch here. But if this is enough for you, fantastic. Try and move that foot down towards your hip. And if you feel it in the glute and you're happy with that, then just stay here and just relax. If you're looking for something more, reach through that little triangle for your hamstring, for the back of your leg. And then lay back. And you're going to find, depending on your mobility, you may be able to keep your knee bent. I feel like my foot's going to slip off, so I'm going to straighten that leg. Yeah, see, it slipped as soon as I said that. I might even go like this. But try and make sure you're in a comfortable position that you're going to be able to lay and not have to like yank too hard on. Nice work, everyone. Je suis fier de vous. On a bien travaillé aujourd'hui. On a bien bougé aussi. Je suis vraiment impressionné par mes zoomies. Ils ont bien bougé comme il faut. 3, 2, 1, relax. Switch over to the other side now. So feet close to your bum, foot on top of the opposite knee. If you're comfortable here, great. If you're looking for something more, reach through that triangle, grab onto your hamstring, and lay back. We're going to be here for at least 5 deep breaths for anyone who knows my mobility classes, right? We got to breathe. We're here for some deep breaths. All right, and relax there. Okay, now what I want us to do is I want us to take a deep breath and sit up. Ugh, there we go. All right, one leg behind. Try and put the top of your foot on the floor. I know for some people, plantar flexion will give them a cramp in their foot. Try and massage that cramp out if you're having trouble, okay? But try and put the top of your foot on the floor. The reason being, if you go like this on the side, sorry, you may not have been able to see black on black, but if you go on the side like this, you're putting some bad pressure on your knee. It's twisting. So try and put the top of your foot on the floor. That way your knee is bending like it's supposed to. All right, so we're here in this half saddle stretch, okay? Feeling that in the quads. If you need a little bit more, lean back, like that song. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Okay, you can go down onto your shoulder. I'm on my elbow right now, but you could go down to your shoulder. Oh, but see, my knee came up. So no, I'm not going to do that. Whew. If you're looking for something a little extra, squeeze your bum. If you're looking for something even more extra, reach over top. Very good. And now come on up out of that stretch. Switching sides now. Again, try and get the top of your foot on the floor if you can. And then lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Squeeze your bum. Not with your hand, but I mean, you could if you want. Okay, squeeze your bum, really get that hip extended. Reach over top. Woo, yeah. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. It'll relax you into this stretch here. And then come on back up, straighten those legs. Last stretch that I'm going to leave you in is a cross-legged forward fold. And if you're like me, I have super tight hips, okay? And so it's taken me literally years. It's taken me about 5 years to be able to sit like this, but I even feel as though I'm fighting not to fall backwards, right? Because my hips are so tight. So try and relax like this, and then from here, fold forward. And if maybe you're having trouble with this one, you can go one leg in, one leg out, and then reach. Breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And come on up. All right. Well done, everybody. I hope that you had a good workout. I know I did. My Zoomies kept me honest because I kept looking over being like, okay, I got to move fast because they're moving fast. So, well done, everyone. Je vous apprécie. J'apprécie le fait que vous êtes connectés si tôt le matin. Vous êtes des lève-tôt. Et on se voit jeudi pour la mobilité. Alors, bonne journée et à jeudi. Bye bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des facs. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des facs. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les facs en forme.